To the world premiere of the highly anticipated movie Top Gun Maverick, happening now here in San Diego. ABC 10 News anchor Kimberly Hunt is joining us live from Naval Air Station North Island. And Kimberly, you just spoke to the star of the movie, Tom Cruise.
I did, and Tom Cruise was very gracious and he was very generous with his time. And I am here at Naval Air Station North Island. This has been officially recognized as the birthplace of naval aviation. So how appropriate that they selected this destination for the theatrical world premiere of Top Gun Maverick. And earlier today, Tom Cruise came rolling in with the Secretary of the Navy, Carlos Del Toro, as well as Jerry Bruckheimer, the producer of the film, and others involved. And they immediately began to meet and talk with the members of the Navy that were here, all dressed in their summer whites, hundreds here to greet this film team when they arrived. Also the Navy band waiting to greet them as well. When I spoke with Tom one-on-one, I asked him specifically about the training for the actors in this movie, as well as the coordination for all of the aerial flights, which are extensive and extraordinary. Here's what he had to say.
We had to create a whole program so that I could get them through it, so that when they got in that aircraft, which when you're flying the F-18, you're not just a passenger, you are also a participant, and you're responsible for each other in that aircraft. They had to get to a place where they had to start the cameras, turn them on and off, know the lighting, know the performance that we all needed for the editing room. There was a high level of ability that needed to be attained for them to be able to do that.
Top Gun Maverick has been in the works officially since 2010, but when I spoke with producer Jerry Bruckheimer about it today, he told me that actually informally between he and Tom Cruise, they've talked about it for 36 years since Top Gun, the original. And in 2019, it was expected to be done, but because of the complexity of all of the aerial scenes in the movie, they decided to delay it. And then, of course, the pandemic. So here we are at May of 2022. But it's well worth it because right now, of course, we do have Tom Cruise returning as the test pilot. Pete Maverick Mitchell, this is 30 years later. This time he is captain. And he is in charge of training the group of younger Top Gun graduates that played by the likes of Miles Teller and Glenn Powell. Teller plays the role of Rooster, who is the son of Maverick's late friend Goose from the original. And in the film, Maverick is facing an uncertain future and he's confronting the ghosts of his past. And then the movie culminates in a mission that they all have to realize, all of these pilots, that if they accept it, it may demand that they pay the ultimate sacrifice from those who are chosen to make this flight that no living pilot has ever done. And there are two memorable scenes from the original Top Gun that were shot right here in San Diego at the Kansas City Barbecue. That's in downtown San Diego. So we visited the restaurant lately to see just how things look today. We spoke to the longtime owners about what led up to parts of this movie being filmed there. The restaurant is filled now with memorabilia from the movie, and if you remember the iconic scene of Maverick and Goose playing Great Balls of Fire at the piano, it was done right there. And remember, I told you that. Look for what they do with that in Maverick Top Gun. It's also where Charlie surprised Maverick with a visit at the very end of the movie, playing their favorite tune, You've Lost That Loving Feeling, on the jukebox. So owner Martin Blair talked to us about how this restaurant was chosen.
One day the location director was over at Seaport Village kind of procuring a scene for the motorcycle on the boardwalk. It appears after our scene, and he stopped by the restaurant afterwards and asked us, said they needed a bar scene for Top Gun and would we mind closing down for a day. They came in here, Paramount did a little bit the night before and rearranged some of the decor and everything else, and then they filmed all day Monday pretty much and put everything back.
And there was a fire in the restaurant back in 2008, but Martin said much of the Top Gun items were in storage at that time. They weren't affected by the fire, and that includes the famous piano, which we will take a closer look at in the next hour. Back in 1996, the film had several locations here in San Diego. One of them, of course, Miramar Air Station, the home of the Top Gun training school. They had it the location of a volleyball scene in the movie. The intersection of West Laurel and Union Streets, where one of the most romantic scenes of the movie was filmed. Some scenes were filmed at the Naval Training Center. That is now Liberty Station here in San Diego, Point Loma. And Charlie's house was shot on Pacific Street in Ocean Beach. That has since been moved. The Viper House was filmed at the new Point Loma Lighthouse. Also, Belmont Park was in the original. You may remember that locker room scene. That's where Maverick and Iceman had it out, kind of nose to nose. Well, we're going to go back there and see what it is now. Back to you, Lindsay.
Kimberly, thank you.